If Giannis comes to the Knicks and win a championship, he'd be the greatest power forward of all time. I think Giannis understands that. Yes, I will put him over Tim Duncan. I'm not arguing with nobody. That could be for a whole nother discussion. Giannis understands the business of basketball. He understands he wants to be talked about in the lights of the Tim Duncans, the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants. To me, I just want to know, why did that news come out today? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And did Giannis leak it? I think Giannis' time is up. The sad part is, big shout out to Dom Drop. He did a post today, or it might have been yesterday, and he was talking about Miles Turner playing with Milwaukee. Now, I'm going to be honest, depending on what they can build around Giannis and Miles Turner, I think that's a dangerous duo, the way Miles Turner can stretch the floor. But I think that's a little too late. I think Giannis is behind the scenes, and they're trying to figure out how he can get to New York. I think there's lies that's going to continue to be told. Of course, we didn't want to give up enough and all that BS. That's all BS. Giannis is too good of a guy to come out and straight up say, I don't want to be here. I want to play in New York.
Well, stay there real quick, because you're saying, what makes you think it's BS if it's the summertime? It's already part of the off season. Stephen A. Smith is saying, I'll trade everybody except for Jalen Brunson, just like you. Y'all sound just alike. It's insane. Why is it a lie that after the Bridges trade, where that's been, a joke for us the last year, running joke for the last year or so, why would it be a lie that we didn't have the right pieces to trade for Milwaukee?
Because we do have the right pieces. And, okay, any other time, wouldn't that news spill out also? Well, the Knicks tried to offer this, like the Minnesota trade. They said Mitch was part of that trade, and they didn't want Mitch. So what is the proposal that the Knicks put out there that Milwaukee denied or wasn't enough? It's all BS. I think they behind the scenes, and once again, this is all on Giannis. The players have all the power now, and these guys are really saying, I want to go here. I just think Giannis just has to be more adamant. And to me, that's where it stems from. If Giannis puts his foot down, if Giannis comes out and says, which he wants to do, but he's probably just too much of a nice guy to do it. Yo, I want to go play in New York and bring a championship to the New York Knicks. Flea, how long I've been saying? I can't wait to hear what Flea has to say about this. But Flea, how long have I been saying? We are a hotspot, bro. You're not telling me these players aren't watching how the Knicks fan base are, how those playoffs are. Like, everybody loves playing in New York. And now that we are a hotspot, we are a legit team. And I think we now have the pieces to where superstars can look at us and go, I can win there. Remember 5 years ago, 10 years ago, however, even 3-4 years ago, we didn't have the roster and the pieces that we have now. We have a GM who's killing it in the front office, probably the best GM in basketball right now when it comes to these type of moves. He's just flying under the radar. Listen, I think Giannis is very smart, and he's understanding, if I win a championship in New York, now might have been a stretch saying he'd be better than Tim Duncan, but if he brings a championship to New York, he's right behind Tim Duncan. No. But his numbers like his numbers is going to be better than Tim Duncan's. So it will be an argument. The only argument Tim Duncan may have is I have more championships. Granted, I'm not. You're going to have your time.
It's no crime.
You're going to have your
no
time.
Crime. No, I'm agreeing with you. Let me say something real fast. It's
no. Remember last show you didn't let me say anything? You're going to have your time. 10 seconds. Look, 10 seconds. Look at him. Look, he's salivating. Oh, look, he's thirsty.
He cuts everybody off.
10 seconds, Flea, and you got the floor.
No, go.
I think this is all on Giannis. All jokes aside. If Giannis presses, Giannis will be in a Knicks jersey. If not this season coming up, next season. We have all the pieces. We have everything they need. And we have enough to where we make this move. It's not a Carmelo Anthony move. And that's no slight to him, meaning it doesn't deplete the roster. We can actually get Giannis and still have Brunson, OG. Flea, the floor is yours. Listen, we might can still have get Giannis and still have Cat and Brunson.
That is a slight to Melo, awfully. No matter how they try to dress it, they try to scurry around
he
it.
go with his Melo hate. It was not. You're not gonna tell me
No,
it
no,
was
no,
not
no,
like the Melo.
no. That was your Melo hate, and you try to disguise it because you want to be
No,
cool with him.
that's
I ain't
you
trying to be cool with nobody.
That's you finding a reason to throw dirt on Melo because you don't like Melo.
That's you not living up to the they scared,
Flea.
but I'm not. That's what that is.
Flea. Hold on, Flea. And the floor is yours.
Sure.
Flea. If I was gonna have a slight with Melo, would I not say
You would smoke him. Yeah.
Man, please.
It's not a crime or some sacrilegious basketball take for you to say Giannis may be better than Tim Duncan. Like, we got to stop this shit. These niggas are not untouchable guys that nobody in basketball is ever going to reach some of these iconic, legendary people. Like, we got to stop that shit. It's okay to have that conversation. I just wanted to say that. So I was agreeing with you. If you let me get off, I was agreeing with you.
He's traumatized, please. You be wilding on
know,
this, man.
I know.
He'll be swinging across the screen. Don't make that face. I'm sorry. I impeded your progress. I'm sorry.
You're right though. I'll be bugging, but I love y'all. Y'all my guys. So it's not no crime to say that. Timing is a little weird, right? Training camp is here. Season's about to start. Everybody is running over to look at the Milwaukee roster right now. Like, what the fuck do they look like? Tell me who's starting for them right now. In the comments, my brother's right here. Who's starting for Milwaukee Bucks besides Miles Turner and Giannis Antetokounmpo? Who else is the starter?
Pat Connaughton.
Kyle Kuzma.
Right. I forgot he was there.
Their starting point guard, they just announced, is Kevin Porter Jr. this year. No slight to Kevin Porter Jr. Excellent player. He's going to be a solid player in the NBA. But again, if I'm Giannis and I'm talking about adding to my legacy, it matters to me. And I'm going forward with this roster, this coach. Like, 2 + 2 = 4. If it's a duck, if it walks like a duck, it's a fucking duck, right? Like, this team isn't conducive to winning any championship. This team is not conducive for getting out the first round, and it damn sure ain't conducive to be a championship contender going forward. So yeah, the timing is a little weird because now we know this trade's not going to happen right now. We're not going to trade him right before the season starts. It's not going to happen. It's not going to.
But I'm not saying it would. But why? What's wrong with that? If the opportunity presents itself, why couldn't it happen? Not saying it would. I agree with you, but I'm just saying the way Leon Rose and them guys work in that front office. I'm being honestly, we never know.
Well, from a business perspective, they can't make the trade until I think January or December 15th. There's a point where they can make the trade, and I'm meaning make the trade because there's other guys that would be a part of this trade that can't be traded right now, and that's the piece that I want to get to.
Mikal Bridges can't be traded until January.
He can't be traded. He will be in that deal. OG Anunoby, one of those two guys, if not both, will be in that deal. Karl Anthony Towns, somebody like, will be in that deal. So this whole thing about not depleting our team, and it's not like a Melo thing, that's where I step in. You're telling me that the Knicks had to deplete their team for Carmelo Anthony, but they don't have to do it for Giannis Antetokounmpo? That's where we go like this. That's where we go opposite ways. There is no way they're going to trade him for Huck Porty, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, and a couple of second-round picks. That's not happening. OG is going to walk out the door. Hart is gone. You could believe that. Hart is probably like absolutely a part of that deal. So again, I'm with you on the go get the star. I'm always proponent for that. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. We're talking about a generational type guy. We're talking about a top 3 player in the NBA. We're talking about a franchise-changing player. I'm always for that. Go get the star, and we'll figure out everything else later on. But OG, if you believe we can get this deal done without depleting, that's the word you use, without depleting our roster, I don't agree with that. It's not happening. It's not happening. The roster will look very different if Giannis Antetokounmpo walks through the door.
I don't know about that. This, the Melo thing, Leon Rose was a part of that, right? Like,
and I feel you, Coach Sire. We didn't deplete our roster for Melo. Go really look at that trade. We love talking about that. Mozgov?
No, but it's the
Mozgov?
But it's the fact that you have to
Wilson Chandler.
Come on, man. You have to reinvent the whole team for Carmelo. It's not the same team he had in Denver. If you would have if you're telling me you're gonna trade for Melo that same trade, or would you rather have him sign in the offseason? It's not even close what you would rather have. You can't sign Giannis in this offseason, even if he was available.
Tell me who we missed when we made that trade. Who did we miss? Or who did you feel like, damn, he's gone? Who?
It was just a team built that was one. He was the piece that was missing. That's how I felt, and he was available as a free agent. That's how I felt. Not that you had to do something was missing. I don't see it being a Carmelo situation because, damn, it's a win-win scenario. They have to wait till January. Giannis announced this today. They leaked it. Shams, we know shout out to Gilbert Arenas. He's always saying the players love Shams. So the players are totally behind Shams making this. And Giannis has everything to do with the fact that it's October 7th. We're going to announce from the beginning of the season, we're putting pressure on the Bucks. I want out of here. He's saying it without saying it, however you want to do it. LeBron always says he doesn't want to, he's not doing anything like that. All these players say that. They're lying, right? And now it puts pressure on from October to January to the trade deadline for Milwaukee to get their stuff in order. They're not going to have a Lakers deal. They're not going to get the secret deal, and you got this guy being a scapegoat in Dallas. They're not going to get that. So I think what Shams is putting that out there is for Giannis. It only helps Giannis. It doesn't help the Bucks. For them knowing, we know that the Dallas didn't want anything coming out, or the Lakers didn't want anything coming out with Luka because it would have helped Dallas. Or Milwaukee didn't want anything out because it helps the Knicks. And then, of course, news about his wife and his family have moved to Greece permanently. And I wouldn't even bring that up or care about that if it wasn't for the fact that, shout out to Kevin O'Connor, the only airport in the United States with daily year-round direct flights to and from Athens, Greece is in Newark, New Jersey. And we know Newark is right by New York. That shit ain't by Milwaukee. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.